Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this webinar regarding intelligent document processing and how companies can automate processes through ML and AI. Before dipping into details, let us present ourselves. My name is Daniel Alonso. I'm based in Madrid, and I'm leading the Solutions and Innovation Department at Keepler. And with me today, we have Ignacio.
Hello, everyone. I'm a cloud architect here in Keepler.
Thanks, Ignacio. We will answer all the questions you have during this webinar, so please just write them in the chat, and Ignacio or myself will answer them. This is the agenda for today. We will talk about the process of having a data strategy, how to obtain value by deploying data products. We will talk about automation, and we will show a couple of use cases of the effect of applying this technology into a company. Before we start with that, let me briefly introduce Keepler for those that don't know us yet. We are a full stack analytics provider specialized in public cloud technology and focused on machine learning and big data solutions. Despite being a relative young company, just 5 years old, there are almost 200 employees along 4 countries, and we have carried out more than 450 projects. At Keepler, we build tailored data products designed to provide business value by integrating intelligence and automation into business processes. And finally, just mention that we are partners of the 3 main public cloud providers, AWS, Google, and Microsoft. Okay. And what's the value of building data products? They help to accelerate value, to improve decision-making, and also to create new revenue streams in the company. And our goal is co-creating these data products with the customer. And for that, we build data product teams that put into practice the expertise that we have in the fields of data science, data analytics, and cloud computing. And the goal of this co-creation process is to make the customer more competitive, agile, and resilient by integrating data into corporate processes in the form of data products. And this encompasses a wide set of knowledge areas and technologies. Building a data product implies, among others, fulfilling data governance needs, the modernization of data analytics technologies, or even adapting the IT management model to the characteristics of the public cloud. And let's concrete this data product approach into some examples of business challenges that we can solve. The example we are bringing today is the digitalization and automation of business processes. As you already know, many companies, and this applies to companies cross industry, have business processes that are liable to be automated. And we are talking about tasks that don't provide any extra benefits just because being carried out manually. Moreover, they are tasks that implies benefits when we automate them. We can find in this slide some specific examples. For example, the extraction of key information from documents to reduce manual inspection time, or classification and automatic assigning of emails, or reviewing contracts, regulation, or bulletins, analysis of free text fields in media, for instance, analysis of feedbacks and feelings of users, or identification of topics of interest, of many more. The automation of all of these examples, all of these use cases, share the same benefits for a company, that are the reducing labor cost associated, the increased efficiency of the employees, we can reduce the human error, and we can increase the customer satisfaction associated. And we can encompass all of these use cases in a category we can call intelligent document processing, or IDP. And how does this information flow look like in an IDP data product? You already know that in every company we can find structured data, semi-structured data, and also unstructured data like emails, documents, or posts on social media. And we can apply the technology to extract, identify, classify, and process this data. So we can obtain useful information that provides business value and can serve as a data-driven decision-making tool. And for doing this extraction, identification, classification, and processing, we can use managed services such as Amazon Extract or Comprehend, SageMaker, and Recognition. And now Ignacio will show us a couple of real examples we have carried out that represent this value of automation.
Thank you, Dani. I'm going to start with this use case, that is email classification engine. This project was for a large Spanish insurance group, and the challenge is to receive, or it was to receive 100,000 of emails per month and being processed like a automatic process. Usually they use a manual process made by specific teams for read those emails in the mailbox, and they need to automate this process to make it cost efficiently and to avoid human mistakes. So the solution provided for Keepler was to design automatic process to read all those emails, to extract the text from the body and the attachments, and thanks to that, extract topics and intents, and also handwritten signatures, and take actions for that. The way was to automatically process them, connecting to RPA. The result of this use case was really successful, and 90% of precision in the classification, and also a reduction of 20% of the emails due to detection of spam emails and other not interested emails. And this use case is, I think, it can be inside of a general idea of how to manage emails in companies. It's not a specific use case of this company. It can be used for many others. And the usual interaction, or the usual operations to integrate with this kind of emails or reception or processing are in this 5. Classification of emails and documentations, it means to classify what kind of purpose has an email, what is the category of a document. Also, identification of interlocutor or reference. It means what is the sender of the email, what is relating to, and also what is talking about, what is the process is talking about this email. Also, entity abstraction, integration with other systems like RPA, like I said, and also another internal processes that can be very useful. Also, an unusual operation is to forwarding these emails to a relevant, or not these emails, the information contained in this email to a relevant department. For this specific use case, the purpose was divided in 3 main: the language detection of the email, the document classification of the attachments, what is the category, what is the intention of these documents, and also identification of the reference ID of the email related to an internal process or external process of the company. For this use case, we use these 3 ML services. The first one is Amazon Comprehend, that is a natural language processing services to discover insights from text, and you provide some text, and you can train, you can make some actions with this service. Some feature of comprehension are entity recognition, specific to your domain of your company, custom classification that can be trained previously with text categorized previously. Also, personal identifiable information, how to identify it and how to detect those information in your text, and also language detection. In the case of Amazon Extract, the main purpose is to extract text and data from document, and the specific use of the services like Media OCR, but it has many other features like form or table extraction from those documents, and also signature detection and many other features. In the case of SameMaker, it's a full suite of services and features, but the main purpose is to provide an environment for data scientists to build models, to build ML models from the beginning until put into production with all the steps like prepare data, training the model with prepared data, and also productivize it in a batch model or in an online model. In this case, is provided as an SameMaker endpoint. It is online API REST. And also we used another SameMaker feature that was ground truth that is used for prepare data for training. In that case, is made to provide labeling jobs to make a business department or this specific department to train data to categorize those documents. That is very useful to train the custom model. This is the architecture, a high-level architecture of the solution. In the top of this diagram, we have a simple email service that is in charge of receive all the emails received in the different mailboxes and to store it in S3. With this file, through the step function that is an orchestrator, we can build a workflow, a full workflow that is going to process in these three main steps. The first one is the language detection of the email, the body, the language detection of the body. After that, we extract the attachment as a document, and we send to text track to extract text, the raw text from those documents to be categorized thanks to the ML model, ML custom model deployed in SameMaker endpoint. When we have all this information, we compose it and we send to an internal process and RPA in the company to be integrated with another processes inside. Okay, another use case is the Invoices entity extraction. In this case, this project was for a finance department of a technological company. This company, the main purpose was to produce a full digital transformation, and this company proposed to make digitalizing, automating some or many processes in the company, or the majority of them. And one of them was to automate the analysis and detection of invoices. The purpose is to integrate or to send information to API to finally be integrated with an ERP. The solution in this case provided by Keepler was to design and develop an automatic solution to extract those entities from the invoices, and being capable of providing new processes to extract first to take advantage of the entity extracted in the invoices. The result of the use case was 90% of accuracy in extracting entities from invoices, and also the integration of this invoice information with the ERP. Okay, as you can see, or you can imagine in this type of information, of invoices, the companies can have many information useful in these documents, but the main five, probably general for many other use cases, were invoice number, issue date, expiry date, order number, and VAT number. with all this information, we provide a set of tools to run three main purposes. The first one is to evaluate the expected earnings for a specific time frame due to all these invoices. Also triggering reminders due to sprint days to pay an invoice, and also the integration with the ERP. In this case, this is the architecture. In the top of this diagram, we have API gateway. So this solution is provided with two different API REST. The first one is in charge of receive the action of extract entities from the document. I mean, you receive the document and you want to extract the entities of a specific document. So an step function is executed in an asynchronous mode, and it contains these three steps. The first one is the text extraction. Thanks to text extract, it extracts the text in a raw mode, not extracting tables or from modes. And because of that, we need to clean up all this information and to be prepared for the custom model, in this case, in a batch mode. We execute this custom model deployed, and the exit or the return of this model is going to be stored in S3 and the metadata in DynamoDB. Thanks to that, we have another second API REST to extract those information stored in S3 in this process. Okay, as you can see, these are two examples of use cases in IDP processing, but you can imagine many other use cases, and even all these use cases, and in specific these two of them, can be used in many other industries. So it's just not for technological companies or insurance. It can be used for many others.
Exactly. And to summarize what we have seen today, firstly, we have seen how building data products can impact the business processes and provide a tool that enables better database decision-making. And in concrete, the approach that we reviewed today is related to intelligent document processing and how we can apply, as we have seen in the two examples, the technology to extract, identify, classify, and process data to obtain actionable information that provides business value. And I think that's all for today. Thank you very much for attending. And don't hesitate to reach out if you have any further question. Thank you very much and have a nice day.